Who are you? Can't you see I'm having a drink with my friend here? Might as well embrace the crows. They're here to stay. If anyone goes, it'll be us, not them. With 15 guards and a couple quivers of arrows? Not a chance. Everyone's dead. The king, the prince, the knights and soldiers. The job's almost done, just a few stragglers left. You know who I'm talking about? Me and you, that's who. Renchant? Sure. He's realistic, at least. He knows we can't last a day unless we get some help from the outside. Of course, the new guard captain, Huron, doesn't seem to want any help. The lout brushed off an offer from the Fighters Guild. Sure enough, Huron said he's exploring other options. Don't know what those options are. Don't hear much down here, though. Say, why don't you ask the crow? I swear the thing's talking. Probably knows more than we do. More than me, at least.
When there's no knowledge in the tops of towers, check the bottoms of bottles. One can witness the larger view from on high, but one must come down below to see what hides in shadows. The light hides in shadows, but only there can it shed on secrets. A secret told is no secret, but all knowledge has its time.
And what he said no mortal can know. From dread Daedra save us, from Daedra keep us safe. Forsake the ones that made us to fight a wrongful fate.
Greetings. Hello.
This inn has quite an impressive library. I'm surprised the Mages Guild hasn't ransacked the place.
May St. Pelin watch over you, traveler. I'm afraid I can't tarry. There are many here who require my attention.
Hey, old friend. I apologize for the mess. The chapel is usually a bit more tidy. Yes, the rest of my comrades stand atop the walls of Bangkorai garrison. Only I and a few others are left to watch over the chapel. Someone had to stay behind to mind the house. Windows need fixing, the roof leaks, the door won't stay closed. I keep busy. Besides, warfare is a young knight's game. I'd just get in the way.
Help me. Blessings of St. Pelin be upon you. What brings you to the House of the Divines? Do you need aid or shelter? Ah, yes, our namesake. He's a lesser-known saint, to be sure, but I suspect he'd like it that way. He had many virtues, and chief among them was humility. St. Pelin was a simple beadle who tended to the soldiers of Bangkorai garrison. This was long before the knights who bear his name took up residence. In those days, the garrison held off far more than simple armies of men. Vampires, wolves, and faceless shadows that made up a mighty army known as the Grey Host. Such a blasphemous aggregation has not been seen since the First Era. No one bothered to inquire, more than mere slaughter, I should think. Whatever their motives, when they crashed upon the walls of the garrison, they slew hundreds, draining them of their blood and casting down their empty husks. The vampires screamed their dark curses and slammed their claws and leathery wings into the gates of the fortress. St. Pelin knew that only blood might hold them at bay, so he cast himself into the throng and offered his own blood to the creatures. Indeed, the vampires set upon him and began to devour him, but seeing his great courage, our Lord Stendar filled St. Pelin with an ocean of blood such that the vampires drank and drank, but could not drain him dry. So struck by his sacrifice were the soldiers of the garrison that they seized the moment and pushed a tottering battlement down upon the creatures gathered before the gate, destroying them. And every word of it truth. May we all learn from his example to give of ourselves what we can for our friends. We may well find that we have more to give than we thought possible. She's doing Mara's good work, my child. Queen Argella has a warm heart that finds no comfort in the palace. She came here shortly after the death of the king to aid us with the sick and the poor. Not all nobles are born to rule. Her Royal Highness finds her true calling in the simple joys of good work and charity. She would have made a fine priestess had her fate not been otherwise.
So much suffering. So much death. Like my husband and my children, this soldier gave her life forevermore. I wish I could offer her more comfort, but I can only pray with her to gods whose mercy I have come to doubt. Many others are enduring similar losses. I deserve no more compassion than they do. In truth, knowing they share my grief has been a great consolation. You are not here for grieving, though. Is there some official business that demands my attention? I would, but at another time. I hope you understand. Losing my family, I just need time, and I believe this is how I can best serve the people right now. If you have concerns about security, though, you must report them to the Duke. Thank you for respecting my wishes, Perhaps you can convince Glerica to do the same. She's already off again investigating some ship at the docks. These matters are the Duke's concern now, and he has my support. He'll appreciate your help, though.
If you want to lose 10 pounds of ugly fat, I'd be happy to chop off your head. Have you come looking for a steed, friend? Fallen knights mean riderless horses. Misfortune for them means savings for you. Have a look at my stock.
I'm a guard. Suspicion is my occupation.
Greetings.
Hello.
That is indeed an immense relief, Yoren. Give us room to breathe. But it doesn't mean we can rest on our laurels.
I know. It's only one victory, Your Grace. But I hope it's a sign of more to come.
Hello there.
I do too, but that's going to require more work on both our parts, and there's nothing for it but to get it done. You're dismissed, Captain.
Hail, traveler. Welcome to Evermore, Bangkorai's jewel of joy and plenty. Nonsense. Perhaps it's the weather keeping our citizens indoors. Yes, of course, the weather. Why not rest at our legendary inn for a time, or sample the ocean's bounty at our famous waterfront? Oh, what's the use? Yes, our city is beset by starvation, ill omens, and despair. What am I supposed to do about it? Tear my hair and rend my garments? Would that make you happy? You think that would help? The Reachmen are pillaging our towns and farms. Our citizens are desperate for food and reinforcements. Can you bring us some? Other than harassing me, you mean? Good. See that you do. Now I must find a way to keep morale up so the populace doesn't panic.
Greetings.
Aha! You must be the hero whose bold deeds Captain Huron was just recounting. Retaking the lighthouse may seem trivial, but in times like these, it's huge. Say, you look like someone I've been hearing quite a bit about. May I ask your name? As I expected, your reputation precedes you. You've become something of a legend in the kingdoms of the Daggerfall Covenant. You're certainly welcome in Evermore. These are desperate times. Have you seen much of the city? Indeed. Then by all means, tell me what you discovered. So you saw those? You are very perceptive. The truth is that we found an ally to help defend the city. I'm not quite ready to make this information public, though. Yes, that is the ship that transported the supplies. There are more supplies being offloaded even now. Please, if you'll just be patient, I'll share all the details in due time. For now, you must stay away from that ship, though. It's off limits. Oh, yes, I'm well aware of this. It's unfortunate, but the terms the Guild demanded were downright rapacious. Furthermore, the number of mercenaries they could actually muster was almost insignificant. It simply wasn't worth it. I opened our gates to the refugees, but there are limits, and that man was completely mad. Standing outside the castle, shouting that we were all going to die? The people of Evermore are terrified already. We can't afford such nonsense. Listen, I can tell that you have an inquisitive nature, and I know your intentions are good, but I cannot risk revealing all my plans just yet. Suffice to say, I've found a way to protect the city from the Reachmen, and that is what matters. I'm sure that you realize that with the Reachmen bearing down on us, I have a great many matters to attend to. I absolutely do not wish to be rude, but I must be going. Come back another time, and I will endeavor to answer all your questions.
I came to pay my respects to our beloved sovereign, but it seems his body has already been taken south to Bangkorai garrison. No doubt it's safer there.
I like to crush skulls and eat sweet rolls, and I've no more sweet rolls. I think of trouble as an opportunity to practice my swordplay.
Oh, my beloved queen. If you see her, please tell her she must eat. Since the king's death, she just isn't taking care of herself.
Greetings. You cut the forest and the forest cuts back. I bet those witches had something to do with all these nature problems.
Ale.
So much to do.
I didn't burn down that house. I swears on all 10 of my toes. I'm just a bit of a firebug, you see. I like to watch things glow. Warms me up inside. Small things, mind you. Old abandoned houses and the like. But I wouldn't burn one down with a family in it. Please, stranger, you've got to believe me. Because I know who done it. At least, I think I know who done it. Across the river, there's a cave full of orcs. I heard one of them caterwauling about fiery vengeance just before the guard captain locked me up. I bet you he did it. Just over the Buellsay. Here, I'll mark it on your map. I doubt the captain will let me out of here. I've done a few other things not worth talking about. But at least I can get this deed off my record.
It's not that much to ask.
Good job in the haven, my friend. That'll make the seas safe for once.
I'm sorry. Did you want to talk about history? Intriguing subject, isn't it? I've been in the castle library for days. Fascinating how accounts differ relating to the siege of Orsinium. The second one, that is. About time. I've put off leaving Evermore for weeks waiting for this. Of course, they put me in the stocks if I came back without it. Whether it's Clan Agluk or Clan Morkel could change the course of history. Clan Morkel was once proud, but has grown weak. Many clan members have left for other clans. This would turn that around. Clan Agluk is relatively young and wants to gain respect. This would increase their stature. You have the letter. Which is it? I'm sorry. About time. I've put off leaving Evermore for weeks waiting for this. Of course, Clan Morkel was once proud, but has grown weak. Many clan members have left for other clans. This would turn that around. Clan Agluk is relatively young and wants to gain respect. This would increase their stature. You have the letter. Which is it?
Who would have thought it was Clan Agluk? They're all but extinct. To be honest, I think there are only a handful left. This may be just the thing to bring them back. Regardless, I just want to go home. Thank you for making that possible.
So you found those dirty orcs in Torog's spite, eh? Good on you, chum. Now, about these other allegations. I swear I never touched that house.
Get back on my feet. I need a break.
Hello.
Hey, you! What are you doing slinking around my ship?
Funny boat! Funny business! I want to see what's in the hold, too. Crows on the ship, but the crew's on the shore. South Button City Wall. One carries the key to open the door. Approach with care, though. Drunk sailors can be salty.
I don't remember inviting you aboard. Make your business quick, or you'll be picking seaweed out of your teeth. No, you don't, and I don't mean to let you. Only crew and special guests down there. Anyone else goes down, they'll get cut. I care about two things, my crew and my gold. Seeing as you threaten neither, you haven't got a leg to stand on. Leave while you still have the rest of your limbs. Greetings.
You're not staring at me, are you?
Quiet, you beef-witted louts. I don't take kindly to people snooping around my dice game. Nothing personal, but you'll have to die. I don't take kindly to people snooping around my dice. Circle around! Go around! Move to flank!
Greetings.
Greetings.
I think perhaps I had our assignments wrong. I should have checked the stocks and sent you to check the ship. I shouldn't have come here on my own, but I had a feeling the Duke was making bad decisions. Of course, calling this a bad decision would be an understatement. If we don't do something, he's going to hand the city over to Imperial control. The Queen is going to have to take charge. If this doesn't knock her into her senses, I don't know what will. We need proof, though. Can you untie me and then look around? Anything to prove what they're planning. I'll meet you out on the docks.
From the sides! Flank! Now!
You just missed it. The ship's captain left the ship and headed toward that alley to the south. She looked like she was in a hurry. What did you find, though? Anything that reveals more about their plans? The gore-bellied bastards! I knew that ship was carrying more than just supplies. We need to move fast. Can you follow the captain and find out what she's up to? Then take the proof to the Queen. If this doesn't wake her up, nothing will. I'll go and find Sir Jarnet and any other guards who remain loyal. After you've informed the Queen, come and meet me outside the inn.
Your cargo's unloaded, and I'm here for payment. I hope you don't come to regret this, Huron.
If I come to regret this, I'd probably be dead anyways. I don't expect you to understand, Captain. Here's your payment.
Thanks. When are you and your allies making your move? I want to make sure I'm long gone by then.
We're arming everyone up at the weapons cache in the South Alley in just a few hours. So I'd set sail right away. Kind speed you, Captain.
What is to become of me?
Somehow I had a feeling I'd see you again. Tell me, has Glerica gotten herself into trouble this time? Or is it that the Duke didn't take kindly to you questioning his decisions? Oh, come now, you can't expect me to believe that. Has Glerica resorted to trying to deceive me now? This is a jest, right? Surely, Duke Renchant would never even consider such a thing. I can't believe what I'm reading. How could Renchant be such a fool? Has he given up on defending the kingdom and decided to accept the lesser of two evils? This is simply mad! Of course not. Though I can blame myself no less. I'm the one who trusted the fool. He's apparently just a damn coward. You know, Aemond told me Renchant was naive. You've now given me proof of this fact. If the Imperials take Bangkorai, it will be a fatal blow to the Covenant. We can't allow Renchant to do this. Damn it, he's leaving me no choice but to take back the throne. I know Glerica will be pleased to hear that. Where is she, by the way? Smart girl. She always has been. I suppose I should have listened to her. Very well, we need to do this smoothly. The city has suffered enough. We don't want a battle in the streets. We need to take time to do this right. How much time do we have? Gods, there goes that idea. You must root out these spies right away then. Do not use weapons, though. That will cause a panic, and I don't want that. Find Glerica and Sir Jarnet and figure out another way. After you've ensured the city is safe, meet me in the castle, and we'll deal with Duke Renchant. The poor fool probably doesn't even realize he's committed treason. May the gods keep you, my courageous friend. No, he needs to watch his cowardly little plan crumble first. I want him demoralized before we confront him. I also want to think about exactly what to say. It has to be good, you know.
and fools. Hard to know which is which, or who is who. Choose poorly and wind up dead. A witness I was, and nothing more. But if a crow can spy someone, so can a spy. But you know the true threat now. Imperials! Now, you must listen to me. Uella, they call me. Those that follow. From the Reach we come to conquer this land. But the enemy of an enemy is a friend. So I am a friend. My Reachmen march this way. Evermore will be ours. But not if Imperials have it. They are a threat right now for you and me. You need friends. Let us be friends then, and join together to beat our common foe. Temporary truce. Neither wants evermore Imperial. We work together. Destroy the Imperials, then we are enemies again. I like it not myself, but you have no one to help you now. The only choice for either of us is to work together. You cannot strike down spies, but my crows can. Pretty little pets. Mark our foes, signal my crows, and we will strike. We will clean the city of Imperials. Then we are enemies again.
Even the Duke has acknowledged this is the best course of
Hello
action.
there.
Here's someone who's seen a battle or two. You've read the writing on the wall, haven't you, my friend?
Evermore is doomed without Imperial assistance.
Help us. Help us take the city from the Covenant, and we will usher in a new day. A day of security and self-respect. A day of survival. If you question authority, we'll have some questions for you.
I bet where you go, trouble follows.
The rumors about the Empire enslaving civilians are completely untrue. Ah, did you hear the voice of reason and come to listen more closely? The Reachmen are at the city's doorstep. Something must be done, must it not? Simple. Surrender the city to Imperial control. If the Imperials have Evermore, the Reachmen cannot attack. You will survive, and even better. Surrender now, and we promise you will remain free.
Hail.
One thing is sure. If the Reachmen attack, they will spare no one. Ah, another sharp-minded citizen. Do you also prefer not to be ravaged by Reachmen? Strength. That is the only thing that will stop the invaders. Where can we find a strong army? Why, The Imperials are only a few days' march to the south. Join me, friend. Let us give this city to those who can defend it.
You saved Glenumbra? Really? I guess I'm impressed.
There are no rules here, but I'll tell you when you break one.
I liked you, friend. I did. I'm sorry it had to come to this.
Hello there.
Can you believe this? The Duke's apparently run off to avoid facing me. After what he's done, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Tell me, though, is the city safe? Have the Imperial spies been dealt with? Excellent. Then dealing with the rat I let into the castle is all that remains, if we can just find whatever hole he's scurried into. No, but what about Sir Jarnet and Glerica? All three of you deserve a medal after this is done with. No. Glerica. Glerica is gone? But why? She was an innocent young girl. I knew the Imperials were heartless, but do they have no honor at all? Wrench it. He's responsible for this too. Where is that bastard? Yes, he's actually most likely to be down in Eamon's private rooms. Unworthy swine that he is. Will you come with me? I could call the guard, but it might be better if you and I just deal with this quickly and quietly.
Hello.
Wretched you bastard! I rue the day I gave you the throne. What you've done is nothing less than treason!
Welcome back, Argella. Good work. First, you ran this kingdom into the ground, then you dumped it into my lap. Now the two of you repay me by sabotaging my plans and destroying any hope we had of surviving the Reachman attack. Of course they were. Have you seen the Reachman's numbers? You think you can take them all on yourself? You cut off one head, but there are thousands more, and they are barbarians. You've doomed the people of this city to a fate worse than death. Whatever it was, the alternative was death. Listen, there's nothing more to say. If you expect me to apologize and plead for mercy, you're out of luck. I was doing the right thing. Lock me up if you must, but I don't deserve death. Very well then. Argella, my fate is in your hands. You know I made the only rational choice.
I wouldn't call it rational, Renchant. I would call it cowardly. Aemond died defending this kingdom, and you'll die for betraying it. Now that he's been dealt with, we have real work to do. Please, meet me outside. Thank you for dealing with that situation. I know it wasn't pleasant, but life just isn't always a pleasant thing. Certainly not in my case. Nevertheless, we have responsibilities we cannot simply ignore. Glarica taught me that. And you, of course. I know. I feel partially responsible for her death. But if I give in to remorse or sorrow, I would be doing her a dishonor. From now on, I'm going to honor Aemond's legacy, rule as he would have, as he and Glarica would want me to. No matter what the future holds, Evermore is deeply indebted to you, as I am too. In times like these, we all need a hero like you, to remind us that no matter how bad things get, there's always hope.
Tell the Queen the truth. Her reign will soon end. We are enemies again, you and I.